Greetings, global citizens. Shibnath here, back with another epic adventure for your favorite travel family, World Travellingz. Today we are embarking on a pilgrimage to a city that doesn't just occupy a space on the map, but a permanent residence in the imagination. A city where history isn't confined to museums but breathes from the very stones beneath your feet. Where the skyline is punctuated by ancient volcanic rock, and the air carries the dual scent of salt from the Firth of Forth and the peaty promise of a fine single malt. Welcome to Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland. This is not merely a place you visit, it is a narrative you step into, a character in a story of kings and commoners, poets and pioneers. Over the next 2,500 words, I will be your personal storyteller, your navigator, and your insider guide. We will unravel the layers of this magnificent city, from its iconic crests to its secret whispering closes. So lace up your most comfortable walking shoes, charge your camera, and let's explore the profound, the picturesque, and the perfectly magical Edinburgh. The duality of a capital, understanding Edinburgh's soul. To truly know Edinburgh, you must first understand its split personality, a harmonious contrast born from geography and history. The Old Town, Reekie, the medieval spine. This is the Edinburgh of lore, a dramatic, chaotic, and utterly captivating labyrinth. Its formation is a tale of necessity and defense. Built on a glacial tale following the retreat of the last ice age, the city was confined to a narrow ridge running from the castle down to the palace. For centuries, it was enclosed by a defensive wall, leading its inhabitants to build vertically, creating the world's first skyscrapers. 11, 12, even 15-story tenements where the rich lived on the middle floors, away from the filth, and the poor were crammed in the dark basements and attics. The name Auld Reekie, Old Smoky, is a testament to its past. It wasn't just the smoke from countless coal fires that created a perpetual haze over the city. It was the stench of life itself, of waste, of industry, of humanity, packed too tightly. Walking the Royal Mile today, you are tracing the spine of this ancient beast. The narrow, winding alleys, called closes or winds, that branch off like ribs were not just shortcuts. They were entire streets, home to thousands, each with its own name, trade, and often tragic tale. The New Town, the Georgian masterpiece. By the 18th century, the Old Town was intolerably overcrowded and unsanitary. The Scottish Enlightenment was in full swing, and the city's intellectuals demanded a new way of living. The solution was one of the most ambitious urban planning projects ever undertaken, the New Town. Designed by a young architect named James Craig, the New Town was a radical departure. It was a symphony of Georgian order and elegance. Wide, straight streets, graceful circuses, beautiful garden squares hidden behind pristine terraces, and neoclassical facades that spoke of reason, proportion, and beauty. This was not just a new neighborhood, it was a statement. It declared that Edinburgh was a modern, European capital of culture and intellect. The stark contrast between the organic, chaotic Old Town and the planned, rational New Town is what gives the city its unique tension and charm. A duality recognized by its collective status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The castle and the Royal Mile, a walk through millennia. This is the heart of the historic city, a must-explore area that demands more than just a cursory stroll. Edinburgh Castle, the bastion on the crag, perched atop Castle Rock, an extinct volcano that has been a site of human habitation for over 3,000 years. The castle is the undeniable symbol of Scotland. My advice, boss, is to treat this with the strategic importance it deserves. Book your time ticket online weeks, if not months, in advance, especially for peak season. Aim to be there for opening time to experience its grandeur with slightly smaller crowds. A deeper dive into the fortress, the gatehouse and esplanade. As you pass between the statues of Robert the Bruce and William Wallace, you're crossing a parade ground created in the 18th century. This is where the world-famous Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo takes place every August, a spectacle of music and marching that is simply awe-inspiring. Mons Meg. This colossal 15th century siege gun, gifted to King James II, was a marvel of its time. It could fire a 150-kilogram stone ball over 2 miles. Imagine the terror and awe it inspired on the battlefield. The Crown Square and Royal Palace. This inner courtyard is the heart of the castle. Here, you will find the honours of Scotland, the crown jewels. The crown sceptre and sword of state are the oldest regalia in the British Isles. Their survival through centuries of conflict, including being hidden from Cromwell's forces, is a story of daring and devotion. In the same building, see the Stone of Destiny, the ancient coronation stone of Scottish kings, returned to Scotland in 1996, after 700 years in England. St. Margaret's Chapel. Don't rush past this small, unassuming building. Dating from around 1130, it is the oldest surviving structure in all of Edinburgh. Dedicated to Queen Margaret, who was later sainted, it's a tiny, peaceful sanctuary offering a moment of quiet reflection amidst the castle's martial noise. The Great Hall and the Scottish National War Memorial. The Great Hall, with its magnificent hammer beam roof, showcases the power of the Scottish monarchy. In stark contrast, the nearby Scottish National War Memorial is a profoundly moving tribute to the fallen of both world wars and subsequent conflicts. Its silence speaks volumes. The Royal Mile, deconstructing the myth. This famous thoroughfare is a sequence of 4 connecting streets: Castle Hill, Lawn Market, High Street, and Canongate. Each has its own distinct history. The closes and wynds, the true soul of the old town, lies in these narrow alleyways. A guided walking tour is indispensable here. Guides bring to life stories of the plague in Mary King's Close, the literary debates in James Court, and the brutal public executions in Grassmarket, just off the lower end. You'll learn how names like Fleshmarket Close and Advocates Close paint a picture of medieval life. St. Giles Cathedral. The High Kirk of Edinburgh is an architectural masterpiece. Its distinctive crown spire is a city icon. Inside, take your time. Admire the stunning Thistle Chapel, a tiny but incredibly detailed wood-paneled chapel for the Order of the Thistle, Scotland's premier order of chivalry. Look for the statue of John Knox, the firebrand leader of the Scottish Reformation, who preached here. The People's Story Museum and the Museum of Edinburgh. For a break from kings and queens, these 2 museums are fantastic. The People's Story, located in the historic Canongate toll booth, tells the history of Edinburgh's ordinary people from the 18th century to the present. The Museum of Edinburgh, just across the street, houses a fascinating collection of local artifacts, including the original collar and bowl of Greyfriars Bobby. Ascending the Heights, volcanic vistas and royal retreats. Edinburgh's dramatic landscape offers perspectives that will define your trip. Arthur's Seat, the primeval heart. Rising 251 meters, 823 feet in the middle of Holyrood Park, Arthur's Seat is the city's greatest natural treasure. This is no manicured park. It's a wild, rugged landscape of crags, lochs, and grasslands, all of volcanic origin. The hike to the summit is a must-do. The most direct route is from the east side of the park, a moderately challenging climb that takes about 45 to 60 minutes. The reward is a panoramic view that will steal your breath. You can see the entire city layout, the Firth of Forth, the bridges, and the hills of Fife beyond. It's a place for contemplation and immense satisfaction. For a different perspective, walk around the base of the Salisbury Crags, a dramatic cliff face that overlooks the city. The Palace of Holyrood House, power and intrigue. Standing at the opposite end of the Royal Mile from the castle, Holyrood House is the king's official residence in Scotland. While the castle represents military and ancient royal power, Holyrood House represents the modern functioning monarchy. The audio tour is superb, guiding you through the lavish state apartments used for official ceremonies. However, the true draw is the history of Mary, Queen of Scots. You will see her private chambers, including the very room where her Italian secretary, David Rizzio, was brutally murdered in front of her by a group of nobles led by her husband, Lord Darnley. It's a story of passion, politics, and violence that feels chillingly immediate. Calton Hill, the city's acropolis. A much easier climb than Arthur's Seat, Calton Hill offers the most accessible and arguably the most photogenic view of the city. It's a collection of grand, sometimes unfinished monuments. The National Monument, intended to be a replica of the Parthenon as a memorial to the dead of the Napoleonic Wars, was never completed due to lack of funds, earning Edinburgh the nickname, the Athens of the North. The Nelson Monument and the Dugald Stewart Monument are other iconic features. Come here in the evening to see the city lights begin to twinkle, with the castle and Arthur's Seat silhouetted against the twilight sky. A feast for the senses, the culinary and cultural renaissance. Edinburgh's food and drink scene has evolved from stereotypical stodge to a world-class culinary destination. The pub, the social heart of Scotland. You cannot understand Edinburgh without spending time in a traditional pub. It's a living room, a debating chamber, and a concert hall all in one. Where to go? Seek out historic gems like the Bow Bar, Victoria Street, for an incredible selection of whiskies and real ales. The Café Royal, West Register Street, for its stunning circular bar and Victorian tiles. Or the Almanac, Royal Mile, for a great atmosphere and live folk music. What to drink? Whiskey. Don't be intimidated. Tell the bartender your preferences, e.g. I like sweet, spicy, smoky flavors, and they will guide you. A dram is a measure of whiskey, and it's meant to be sipped slowly, often with a drop of water to open up the flavors. Real ale. Scotland has a fantastic craft beer scene. Try a local cask ale from breweries like Stewart's or Caledonian. Earn Brew. For a non-alcoholic taste of Scotland, try this bright orange, uniquely flavored soft drink. It's a cultural icon. The food, from staple to stellar. Essential tastes. Haggis, embrace it. The modern version is delicious and rich. It's best enjoyed as haggis, neeps, and tatties. Many restaurants now offer a vegetarian version that is equally tasty. Cullen Skink, a creamy, smoky haddock and potato soup that is the ultimate comfort on a chilly day. Scottish salmon, whether smoked or freshly grilled, it's a delicacy. Cranachan, a classic dessert of whipped cream, whiskey, honey, fresh raspberries, and toasted oatmeal. It's a perfect end to a meal. Where to eat? The Scran and Scally, Stockbridge, a gastropub by renowned chefs Tom Kitchen and Dominic Jack, serving elevated Scottish classics. Undine to Ford Bridge, for the best seafood and oysters in the city. The Elephant House, George Fort Bridge, famously known as the birthplace of Harry Potter, where J.K. Rowling wrote, "It's a great spot for a coffee, though it can be busy." The Grassmarket area, packed with diverse and affordable eateries, from Mexican to Italian, alongside traditional pubs. Shopping for treasures, Victoria Street and the West Bow. This curved, multicolored street is a photographer's dream and is widely believed to be the inspiration for Diagon Alley. It's filled with quirky, independent shops selling everything from vintage clothing to magic tricks. Stockbridge, a charming, village-like neighborhood with chic boutiques, antique stores, and a fantastic weekly food market on Sundays. Royal Mile Souvenirs. Be discerning. Look for shops that sell quality Scottish products like Harris Tweed, 100% cashmere, and shortbread from local bakers like Walker's. Avoid the mass-produced trinkets. The Festival Firestorm, when the world descends. If you can, friends, plan your trip for August. The city undergoes a metamorphosis. The Edinburgh Festival Fringe, the world's largest arts festival. For 3 weeks, the city becomes a stage. Every conceivable space, from grand theaters to the back of a taxi, hosts performances. The atmosphere is a heady mix of creativity, chaos, and pure joy. You can see world-famous comedians trying out new material alongside student theater troupes from across the globe. It is an unparalleled cultural experience. The Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo, a stark contrast to the Fringe's anarchy. The tattoo is a display of breathtaking precision and power. The massed pipes and drums, the international military bands, and the lone piper standing on the castle battlements, all against the backdrop of the illuminated fortress, is a spine-tingling spectacle. It sells out a year in advance, so plan accordingly. The International Festival, running alongside the Fringe, this is the original official festival, presenting world-class opera, theater, and dance companies in the city's major venues. The World Travellingz Master Plan, your blueprint for Edinburgh. The Weather Gambit, pack for all 4 seasons, every day. A waterproof and windproof jacket is non-negotiable. Layers are your best friend. The Scottish saying, "There's no such thing as bad weather, only the wrong clothes," is a survival guide. The Footwear Doctrine, comfortable, broken-in walking shoes are your most important piece of luggage. You will be climbing hills, cobblestones, and spiral staircases. The advanced booking strategy. For the castle, Holyrood House, the tattoo, and popular restaurants, book online months ahead. This is not a suggestion, it's a commandment for a smooth trip. The city pass calculation. If your itinerary is attraction-heavy, do the math on the Edinburgh Pass. It includes the castle, Holyrood House, and many more, and can offer significant savings and skip-the-line privileges. The venturing out mandate. Edinburgh is a perfect base for exploring. Consider a day trip. Options include Rosslyn Chapel. Made globally famous by the Da Vinci Code, this 15th century chapel is a masterpiece of stone carving shrouded in mystery. The Scottish borders. Visit the romantic ruins of Melrose Abbey or the stately homes like Floors Castle. A Highland taster. Several tour companies offer day trips to Loch Lomond, the Trossachs, or even as far as Glencoe, giving you a taste of the majestic Highlands. Final reflection. The Edinburgh imprint. Friends, Edinburgh leaves a mark on you. It's the echo of a piper's lament in a silent close, the warmth of a pub welcoming you in from the rain, the ache in your calves from climbing Arthur's Seat, and the awe of touching the stone of destiny. It's a city that is both grand and intimate, brutal and beautiful. It challenges you with its weather and its hills, but it rewards you 1,000 times over with its views, its history, and its undeniable, rugged soul. It is, without a doubt, one of the world's great cities. For World Travelingz, it's a destination that delivers on every promise of adventure. So add it to your list, book that ticket, and go experience the legend for yourself. Please subscribe this channel, leave a comment, and press like button. This is Shibnath, signing off from World Travelingz. Keep exploring, because the world is waiting. Thanks for watching.